so thank you for joining us today. My name is John Pinecker. I'm the President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce here in the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to start by introducing some dignitaries. So, dignitaries, please stand when I call your name. Just FYI, and my wife Amber can attest to this, whenever I meet somebody and it goes even mildly okay, then I refer to them forever as my friend. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of people as my friend. I'm a name dropper, so shoot me. All right, so let's start with, from District 36, my friend, Republican Senator Eddie Settle. Very happy to have you here today, sir. From Surrey County, more of my friends. We have Vice Chair Mark Marion, Commissioner Bill Goins, and Commissioner Larry Johnson. We also have our County Manager, Chris Knopf. The Surrey County School Superintendent, my friend, Dr. Travis Reeves. Where are you? I saw him come in here. Where are you, Dr. Reeves? We also have the Surrey County Economic Development Director and friend of mine, Blake Moyer. Blake. We also have the Mount Airy Mayor, John Cawley. Where are you, Mr. Mayor? Along with City Manager Darren Lewis. Yes, give it to him, our new City Manager. And Commissioners Chad Hutchins, Bill Thacker, and Marie Wood. Thank you guys for joining us. We also have my dear friend from the Mount Airy Tourism Development Authority, the Director and the new President of the North Carolina Travel Industry Association, Jessica Eisenhower Roberts. There she is. Congratulations. So I could spend the next hour introducing all the other big names from our community who are here, and also my friends, by the way, just so you know, like Ben Griffin from Alltech, Nick Cook from AES, Ben Cook from Cook Rentals, Katrina Alexander from EDP, Calvin Vaughn and Joe Celestic, okay. Robert from Extreme Marketing, my homeboy, Skip Eckenrod, the birthday boy, Dr. Terry Mosley and Mike Brannick from Workforce Development and Interworks. There's probably 100 more in here that I haven't met yet, but you know, we'll get there. This time I'd like to introduce a very special guest. Dr. Swanson Richards. Dr. Richards, will you please stand up? Dr. Richards.
I don't know what I'd get up to.
Dr. Richards was the president of Surrey Community College for 22 years. He was also the Citizen of the Year in 1980. He was also a city commissioner, sorry. He currently resides over at Ridgecrest, and we are very happy that you could join us, sir. We have a plaque here presented to Dr. Swanson Richards in recognition and appreciation of your many years of dedication and service to our community. So, thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Okay, so my wife Amber and our kids, Declan and Erilyn, moved out here at the beginning of June. We visited North Carolina about a year ago and had been impressed with the scenery, the opportunities, and most of all, the friendly people. Coming from Arizona, the bar, when it comes to friendly, is set pretty low, okay? I'm just going to say that. But the people of North Carolina blew it away. You guys were so super friendly and appeared to be happy all the time. We now understand why. Who could be unhappy in such a beautiful place with beautiful souls in such a caring and friendly community. Not to mention business friendly. You welcomed us and we couldn't be happier, right, honey? Now, to make sure I return the favor by giving my all to ensure the chamber is the best it can be. I think we're off to a good start. The board hasn't fired me yet, so that's a good sign. I think the measures that we have put in place have not only improved the chamber already, but will continue in the future. It's been a great year for the chamber. Tumultuous at times, but great overall. A year ago, Randy Collins was your president, Mallory Smith was marketing, Jordan Edwards was events, and Christy handled membership. Today, I'm the president. Will and our marketing team handles our marketing. We don't have an events person, and well, we still got Christy. I was told a lot of things when I first got here. The first thing was, don't ever turn down a meal. Right after that, locals have a hard time with change. So I'm trying to change things slowly and quietly without causing too much whiplash to y'all. I got so excited with myself I lost my place. So we're going to go over some of the things that we have done this year. On day one, I hired Will and our marketing team. Since then, our social media presence has exploded. Every month, I provide the board of directors with a 10 to 11 page marketing report. So I'm not going to go into, yeah, that's her fault over there, Emily. So I'm not going to go into all the numbers from that, but suffice it to say, we have increased our followers over all of our platforms significantly, along with shares, likes, and comments. We steadily increased membership over the past 6 months and have taken steps to work on member retention. And not just in Mount Airy, but through Dobson, Pilot Mountain, King, and the rest of our area. I'd like Will and his team, Emily, Kaylee, and Jillian. Where's Jillian at? A lot of you guys know Will. Will is the person that every time I go, hey, I got this crazy idea, he goes, yeah, we got it, no problem. We'll have that for you next week. Our membership director, Christy Andrews, has done an incredible job developing relationships and working with our members to show how the chamber can help them succeed. I've continually added things to Christy's plate, right? This event is one of them. And while she balks at the beginning, she has agreed and is getting better every day. I appreciate you. This year, for the first time in many years, she actually exceeded a very lofty membership goal. So Christy, thank you. I have a lady on my board, Melissa Hyatt. I think some of you might know her. She's the membership chair, and she did a great job leading the way for the membership and ambassador programs. Melissa? We've developed stronger relationships with our elected officials, including local government with the mayor, city commissioners, and our city manager, as well as county, state, and federal representatives. Part of that was through the work of Tonda Phillips and our Public Policy Committee. Their work on bringing in the legislators and the chamber advocating efforts on behalf of the city was a big part in helping to bring in roughly $20 million to the city. Will Tonda and the entire Public Policy Committee please stand up? We had another successful Autumn Leaves Festival. We made some small changes that seemed to help stretch out the event and alleviate some of the crowding. Of course, again, some people don't like change. But overall, I think it was well received. I know our fire department was happy with the increased fire breaks. Christy Cardwell, our chair of the committee, is here. Christy, where are you? So Christy's had about a 2-month break now, and it's time to get back into it. So we are meeting, what is it, next week? Yeah, start on Autumn Leaves next. So we worked a lot in the past 7 months to increase our presence in the schools. Between Yes Surrey, District C, presentations, And we even had a business after hours at the Blue Bear Cafe. The Chamber is committed to helping the youth of today become our business leaders of tomorrow. Speaking of our leaders of tomorrow, the Chamber, along with the help of Blake Moyer and the Economic Development Partnership, started a young professionals group that was an immediate success. I think it was because Blake was handling it. I think that's why it was a success, but I'm proud to put my name on it. It is a group of young professionals in the community who come together to socialize, develop relationships, brainstorm, and work on their continued growth in business and in the community. It has done very well, and Blake, you and your group should be congratulated. It even has a name now, the Foothills Young Professionals. So, good job, Blake. I've been out and visited many member businesses and discussed our philosophy and the opportunities that the Chamber has that our members are able to use. I will just say that those who don't know, between resources that we offer and relationships that we have built, we have many things to help you increase your footprint in the community and ultimately help you increase your bottom dollar. There's a lot more things that we've accomplished that I could speak about if I had a much longer time, but again, I don't want to go past 9 because I made a promise over there and I like this job too much. So let's talk about the future real quick. We're working on many things for 2024, including projects with Emily Venable Schiff from Recovery to Work and Lisa Lamb from NC Works to help address the staffing shortages in town through a couple of job fairs and some other ventures. We'll be working to do a construction day for our high schoolers and help get those students who won't be heading to college to understand that skilled tradesmen are needed and well paid. We'll be working to beef up our Chamber Foundation. We have a Chamber Foundation that actually went live last year that we don't have a whole lot of funds in right now. We haven't dedicated anything towards it. In 2024, we have budgeted items that the profits from that are going to go into our foundation. We also have a spot on our Facebook page. We have a spot on our website for voluntary contributions, so I encourage you to please do that. It's going to be used for scholarships as well as for our paid internships. So, we're spending more time at the community surrounding us to help the community as well as serve our member businesses and try to add more businesses. We'll continue to expand our digital footprint, allowing for more information to be disseminated quicker into a larger, more diverse audience. We'll put on some new events, including my personal pet project, The Taste of Mayberry, which I think we're going to end up doing in this room, to offset the rising costs without increasing membership dues, so stay tuned for that one. We're going to strive to make the 2024 Autumn Leaves Festival the best yet by taking a more fiscally responsible and community-friendly approach to it. An approach that allows the chair and her entire Autumn Leaves Committee to help put on what Carolina County Magazine named in 2023 the finest festival in Carolina. These are just some of the things we have planned for 2024. We'll continue to grow thanks to our amazing ambassadors and staff. We'll continue to advocate for you thanks to our committees and board members. And we'll continue to be the best business advocate in the triad thanks to you, our members. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank our Chamber champions for 2023 for this past year. They are at the elite level, a Legacy Federal Credit Union and Northern Regional Hospital. Titles at the title level, Chatham Nursing and Rehab, Creative Designs, Surrey Yadkin Electric Membership Corporation, and Mountain Valley. At the gold level, ABN, American Building Network, Carport Central, Frontier Natural Gas, Jay's Heating, Air, and Plumbing, Rogers Realty and Auction, Surrey Communications, Wayne Sanderson Farms, and Extreme Marketing. And at the friend level, Johnson Granite, Kelly Office Solutions, Ridgecrest. And at the supporter level, Caldwell Banker. Thank you all for your support last year. Many of them have already signed up for 2024. If you aren't familiar with the Chamber Champions, you can get a hold of myself or Christy. We've got a whole list of things that come along with it. It's very valuable. About half the people in this room are here for free because they have a Chamber Championship. So please reach out to me and let me help you with it. All right, that's it. Lenise, are you ready? I'm thinking Lenise may not need a microphone. All right. All right, our 50-50 right now, your portion of it is $300. So Please, they got a few different levels you can get. Please, where's Jessica at? Jessica's wandering around here. She made us stop to eat. All right, please let me introduce the past chair and the one that you can blame for me being the president, Lenise Lynch.
Thank you, John. That was so sweet of you. Don't blame me, blame Arivo. Oh, okay. No, but thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate you guys helping us to sell this event out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been a pleasure and an honor to serve as the 2023 Chamber Chairwoman, okay? That's right, of the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. And I'm sure Miss Julie Perkins can understand where I'm coming from when I say that. But it's been rewarding in so many ways. Members, let me tell you, the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce is without a doubt a place in our community where the action is. Although I am a longtime chamber supporter, director, and promoter, I did not fully grasp the depth of the work of this organization until I became chairwoman. I would like to give a special thank you to my dear friend, Steve Yoakley, for accepting the offer as interim president CEO at the very beginning of my term. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Steve. With the help of our friends at Arivo, Miss Tracy George, we found a wonderful permanent president CEO in John Pineacker, who from day one has hit the ground running. He has had an aggressive agenda and has yet to stop. I feel that John has been and will continue to be an asset to the Chamber's continued greatness. So thank you. Mount Airy is very fortunate to have a business advocacy organization that is capable, strategic, and driven. We have a great staff and a number of tireless, dedicated volunteers who drive the organization. Our members aren't just businesses who support the Chamber out of obligation, but you, that's all of you sitting here, are so engaged, committed, y'all follow through, and y'all have helped us to build one of the best performing chambers in North Carolina. So that I am truly thankful for. My term may have ended, but I will proudly continue to serve as past chair on the executive committee and the board of directors. And guess what? I get to pass the gavel and cheer on my wonderful friend, Miss Wendy Wood. So again, guys, thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. It's been a great year. Again, it's been hard, but it's been rewarding, and I'm thankful for the experience because you never know what it's like to do something until you have to do it yourself. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the go-getters. You are the ones that make it happen. You are so supportive and make this job easy for me to have done this year. So thank you.
Thank you, Lenise. And we have something special for you tonight, too, to thank you for your service as chair of the board, chairwoman of the board. Good evening. And I want to say thank you to Lenise for her strong, unwavering leadership during the last year. For the Chamber, it was a year of new direction and growth, and she did a great job guiding us through it all, so thank you, Lenise. As an organization focused on the strength and growth of our Greater Mount Airy business community, this includes Pilot Mountain, Dobson, Westfield, White Plains, Cana, and other communities in the region, I view the Chamber as a one-stop shop. We are the group that provides networking opportunities so business members can make connections. We provide educational opportunities so you can continue to grow professionally and personally. We are here to advocate for what is in the best interest of our business community and the growth of the economy in this region. As a business community, we are stronger together. It is important that businesses and organizations in our community be a member of the Chamber because we are here to support one another. It benefits everyone, whether that be through friendly business competition that encourages and brings out the best in each business, or through our connections and networks at business after hours events, or through learning about a company from its sponsorship of an event. These interactions lead to referrals and growth. It is through the education the Chamber provides its members and community, such as career fairs, the Women's Conference, lunch and learns, lectures, classes in partnership with Surrey Community College's Small Business Center, and a newly planned advocacy conference that the Public Policy Committee is putting on this year, that we also show we are stronger together. It makes us a stronger community. And it is through our advocacy for small and large businesses in the community and the issues that affect their well-being that we are stronger together. When we show those making decisions at the local and state level that we are working together to better our community and to grow our economy through economic development efforts, through voicing our opinions on policies that are being considered, and through the connections we are making with those in positions of influence over those policies, we can make a difference together. I encourage you this year, if you aren't already actively participating in the Chamber, to get involved. If you are not a member yet, please join us. Reach out to an ambassador, to a board member, to Christy or John, to myself, to Lanice, to Melissa. Get involved in one of our committees. Become a Chamber champion. Participate in our events and fundraisers. We can't do anything we do without our membership and our fundraising. They are the backbone of our Chamber. If your business is a Chamber member, then the Chamber activities aren't just open to the leaders of that business, they're open to the whole employee base of that membership. I look forward to more growth this year and for the opportunities to continue to open doors for our business community and our economy. The Chamber is our way of being stronger together. And now I would like to introduce to you our 2024 Executive Committee. So if you'll please stand when I introduce you. Dr. Candace Holder was Chair-elect with Surrey Community College. Chad Tidd with Chick-fil-A is Vice Chair. Lanice Lynch with Hampton Inn is immediate past Chair and our Events Committee Chair for this year. Tonda Phillips with Allstate is our Public Policy Committee Chair. And Melissa Hyatt with the United Fund of Surrey is our Membership Committee Chair. Thank you for being willing to serve and lead this year. I also want to recognize our other committee chairs for this year. Christy Cardwell will be our Events Autumn Leaves Festival Committee Chair again this year. Deidre Rogers will chair our Women's Conference. Ricky Killian is our Business Development and Education Committee Chair. And Audrey Castle is the Greater Mount Airy Chamber's chapter of the Foothills Young Professionals Chair. The ambassadors, and I encourage you to have a member of your business join the ambassador group. It's a great way to get your name out there as well. They will be naming a chair of their group at an upcoming meeting. And John, it's your turn.
Ready?
Thank you.
We're going to now introduce the members of the 2024 Chamber Board. But first, before that, I would like to ask that any former Chamber Board member or chairs, please stand up now so we can thank you for your service. I was going through our history and I saw a lot of familiar names on there as former chairs and former committee chairs, and I was really shocked at how involved the people in this community are, the business members of this community have been involved for years and years and years, and they'll come onto the board and off the board and on committees and everything else, but they're still super involved. So To me, that's amazing. Okay, so we are going to install our new chamber board. And if you line up over here, and we will, as I call your name, please line up next to Wendy. Dr. Holder. Raleigh Scales. Denise Lynch. Chad Tidd. Melissa Hyatt. Tonda Phillips. Amanda Fretwell. Richie Parker. Is Richie here? Okay. All right. Joe Selechik. Steve Yoakley. Connie Hamlin. Paul Roberts. Todd Ennis. Robbie Gardner. Peter Raymer. I know, I got a lot of bosses, huh? Silly. Riley Haynes. Jessica Roberts. Chris Knopf. Dr. Travis Reeves. Dr. Kim Morrison. Darren Lewis. And Blake Moyer.
On behalf of the people of Mount Airy, you know, everyone in this room has lots of people that think highly of them and love them. But the way we reach our highest fulfillment in life is taking what we are and giving it to other people. You know, my children like to say it this way: I need somebody that loves me. But as they grew older, they turned into, we need to be the person that somebody else needs to have loved them. And your service is going to make a difference in our community. So now we take an oath. You're going to repeat after me, right, John?
Oh, no.
Okay, kind of like a wedding.
Yes.
That makes me more comfortable. I do weddings a lot. As an officer and director or board member, you are part of the governing body of the chamber, and as such, you assume certain obligations. You must consider yourself a chamber representative, willing to promote the chamber and be willing to consider and appropriately address issues that the membership may be facing. As board members, you also agree to follow the chamber's strategic plan, which includes our vision, mission, values, and goals. You are obligated to attend scheduled and called meetings of the board, as many events and committee meetings as possible during the year. Circumstances may dictate that you lead a committee, a program, or a project for the chamber. Perhaps your greatest obligation is that the overseeing and assuring that chamber funds are used appropriately, and that steps are taken to keep this organization financially stable. If each of you is willing to accept these responsibilities, please signify by saying, I do.
I do.
By the powers vested in me and wait. I now declare the officers and directors of the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce for the year duly installed. Congratulations.
All right. I just realized that I made a mistake. I didn't identify Dr. Morrison, the superintendent of the Mount Airy City Schools, and I see Dr. Shockley is here as well, so my apologies. All right, y'all ready to do the awards? Y'all? All right, our first award is for Outstanding Public Service. So If I could get Calvin Vaughn up here, please. This award honors a city, county, or state employee, volunteer, elected official, or citizen whose outstanding public service has far exceeded the normal call of duty. Not included are first responders, police officers, or firefighters. So, Calvin, it's all yours.
Thank you, John. I really have to recognize some of our committee members for citizens for Calvin Vaughn for Commissioner. Would you all stand? They appreciate you all being. There's some others here in the congregation. I am honored to stand here tonight and give the one-of-a-kind award. Anyone who chooses a career in public service knows that instead of serving one manager, you serve many, the whole community of taxpayers. In my experience, public servants are incredibly special people. Public service is honorable. I had a career in city government. After retiring, I thought it was important to continue to give through public service. I counted a privilege to have served on the regional Mount Airy Museum of History's board, the Surrey Health Foundation, the City Sidewalk Committee, the Parks and Recreation Master Plan, and the city's planning board. Currently, I serve on the local Senior Advisory Committee, and I'm an active member of the Friends of the Library. However, nothing I have done matches the amazing career of the public servant that we want to recognize tonight with the Outstanding Public Service Award. It was Condoleezza Rice that said, "There is no greater challenge and there is no greater honor than to be in public service." Tonight, we want to honor a woman with a 45-year career in public service. Rosalind Carter, a lifelong public servant, said, "One of the most important things that I have ever done is to learn that public service is a high calling because I can make a difference in the lives of many people." Tonight's recipient began her calling making a difference in the lives of citizens in Surrey County at the age of 17 at the Register of Deeds office. She continues to serve, making a difference in the lives of county employees, community stakeholders, and the citizens. I spoke with one of her co-workers who observed her for the past 20 years. He is inspired by her dedication and commitment. Many in the community and throughout the county departments would all say the same thing. He said she is Surrey County's hardest worker. She comes in early, she stays late, and you can often see her on weekends making a difference. With sincerity, he continued, she serves others. She puts in more hours than anyone I have ever known. She is the best representative for public service in local government. And why? He said, "It is because she cares." His words began to break up. As he paused, gathering his composure, with a cracked voice, he spoke almost tearfully. She really does care about people. He added, she makes you feel like a human being. She has compassion. She is kind. Her authentic concern is evident each day in the citizens she serves. When there is a challenge or a problem to solve, with an open mind, she finds solutions logically. She is the calm in the storm. She is easy to work with. She is sharp and knows and remembers everything. I don't know how she does it, he said. Continuing, he pointed out that the people she interacts with are inspired by her leadership and professional attitude. She builds their confidence. She gives them support, and she adds to their personal growth. Juggling many and multiple duties, she is vital to the operations of the county. She goes above and beyond to help the citizens. For decades, in various roles, she has dedicated her life to service. She is also dedicated to her husband, who is a farmer. Amazingly, she finds time to manage the business side of the farm, taking care of the taxes, the farm employees, and even making lunch for the farm employees, because she considers them family. When her mother-in-law was sick, she became a dedicated caregiver. When her loving pets struggled with sickness, she dedicated her life to special care. Tonight, we want to honor the local woman who has made a powerful difference with a lifetime of caring and dedication. Would you help me welcome Surrey County's Assistant Manager, Sandra H. Snow, who is affectionately known as Sandra. Tonight's recipient of the Outstanding Public Service Award.
Well, I am so honored and so shocked again. I cannot believe this. I don't deserve such an award. I have loved working for the county. I continue to work every day just because that's what I do. I love the employees. I love the department heads I work with. I love the board, and I'm just so grateful that all these years that I have been given opportunities to advance and have a career with Surrey County government. All those things couldn't have been so great about me. I really do all that. And I can't lie about my age anymore, so that's out. So I'm just going to have to realize I am 39 and holding. Yeah, absolutely. But I couldn't be more honored and more proud to be a part of Surrey County government and all of the things that we have accomplished that I have seen done over the years. And I'm thankful to have been a part of it. And I thank y'all so much for honoring me. I really appreciate it.
I need to get Clay Nolan back up here, please. So Clay is our treasurer, has been for quite a while now. And Clay is stepping down from the board. That's what Raleigh Scales is coming on for. So Clay was one of the first people I interviewed with him via the Zoom call. And you can ask my wife to clarify. I got off the phone and I was like, man, I really like that Clay guy. He's pretty cool. And then we started doing financials, and I mean, he's still a nice guy. But Clay, we're gonna miss you. It says presented to Clay Nolan for your dedicated service as treasurer for the, somebody over there yelled Nowlin. Was that you, Anise? Sorry, Clay Nowlin. For your dedicated service as treasurer for the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. Mr. Lumsden, you're next, sir. So not long after I started, I was summoned to Northern Regional to sit down with their CEO. And this was my first chance. I had heard a lot of stories about Chris Lumsden, but I hadn't had a chance to meet him yet. And so he comes bounding down the hallway. He's all cheerful and excited, and we go into his office. 2.5 hours later, I walk out of that office knowing a lot more than I think I needed to. But I also learned a lot of things. And since that day, honestly, this man that I haven't spent a whole lot of time with, but I've had some great conversations with and been to a lot of your events and that, I just think that he's just an awesome person. So this is presented to Chris. It says, for your meritorious service to the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce, board member, executive committee member, and chairperson, 2019 to 2023. Thank you, sir. All right, our next award is the Business Longevity Award. So if I can get the CEO of Surrey Communications, Richie Parker, up here, please. There he is. This business must have been a pillar of the business community for at least 20 years and is vested in continuing to be part of the business community in the future. They must have operated as an ethical business, providing quality goods and/or services, and should have made a positive impact on the community, supporting local efforts such as education, civic, and charitable causes. So, CEO of Surrey Communications, Richie Parker.
Thank you, John. Thank you, board members, or chamber members and guests. So Surrey Communications is proud to present the Business Longevity Award. As a business who's been as a business who has been in business locally since 1951, we understand the importance of great service at a competitive price while still providing proud stewardship to the community. That is the only way to remain relevant to your customers. The winner is just that, having been in business for over 32 years, including 26 years on Main Street. They are described by some locals as a downtown treasure. For their Andy Griffith memorabilia to their tourism treasures, they have stood the test of time while helping welcome tourists to our town. The winner of the 2024 Business Longevity Award is Mayberry Market and Souvenirs.
Well, I will say this makes me feel just a little bit old. But I am very, very proud to have been here almost 33 years in downtown. I'm very happy that our chamber is such a vibrant chamber and does so much for our community. From everyone that has helped me through the years, from the Downtown Business Association, all the different organizations that really do help us be successful, because we cannot do it on our own. And I also thank my family, who has always stood beside me, from my parents from day one, who helped me and worked right there beside me, to my husband, who puts up with all my craziness, all my crazy hours, all my work injuries, everything that I do. And then my son, who was raised in a store by downtown. But our downtown merchants and all of our neighbors are just so wonderful. And now Landon and Caitlin, my son and daughter-in-law, will carry on if I can ever get out of there, which I'm trying really hard to do, because I've been there almost 33 years downtown, and I'm just so proud to be part of this community. And I'm so thankful for all the support from everyone here and from everyone, my friends, my family, and all these different organizations that make our town the greatest in America. Thank you.
All right. Next up is the Tourism Award, sponsored by the Mount Airy Tourism Development Authority. This award is presented to a business that supports the tourism industry of the region every day, acts as an ambassador and cheerleader for tourism promotion, and displays leadership and integrity while delivering first-class customer service. Please welcome Jessica Eisenhower Roberts and Jenny Smith.
No, that's so nice of you. Are you going to do that? No. Okay. All right. The Mount Airy Tourism Development Authority is proud to sponsor this year's Excellence in Tourism Award. Now, I want you guys to picture this. You're driving, rushing because you're getting your kids to basketball, you're running late, and you're trying to hustle to get them there on time, and you make that turn onto Main Street, and you have to immediately slam on the brakes. Why? Because you're behind a Mayberry squad car. We've all been there, and you might as well go ahead and admit you're going to be late, and it is what it is because you live in Mayberry. We've all found ourselves impatiently driving slowly behind the squad car as the driver and visitors are oblivious to our frustrations. At least we really hope that they're oblivious and that nobody's doing anything, throwing any signals out at these drivers. As the tagline on their website states, no visit to Mayberry is complete without a ride in Mayberry Squad Car. Mayberry Squad Car Tours is owned by Mike Cockrum. They have a fleet of 1960s models Ford Galaxies and an even larger fleet of drivers. Of all tours and activities listed on TripAdvisor, this tour is ranked at #1 and consistently receives 5-star ratings and reviews from guests. Scrolling through the numerous reviews, I found that many of them say similar things, such as a must to get the Mayberry experience. This is a don't miss excursion. If you are a real fan, you don't want to miss this. Highlight of our trip and favorite part of our visit. In addition to the squad cars themselves, the drivers, which are also tour guides, are just as unique. Many of the reviews from guests mention these drivers by names and sing their praises. Alan Burton, Carol Hooker, Donnie Bunn, Gary Chilton, Jonathan Simonis, Larry Jones, Mark Brown, Mike Jones, Mike Moran, Norm Schultz, Roger Keck, and Steve Talley, and of course Mike Cockrum, make up a dream team of men of which there is not a room big enough to hold all of their personalities.
But these people are what makes the Mayberry cars so special. You can take a Mayberry squad car tour 12 times. I've taken one about 25 times, and each time you learn something different with each driver. And every tour you take will be a little bit different. Everyone's personality is different. It makes it very extra special for the visitors. They all love sharing their Mayberry stories with visitors. They take huge pride in our town, and we're forever grateful for the experiences that these guys provide to our visitors. Even if you're a local, I highly encourage you to take a squad car tour. If you've taken a squad car tour, please raise your hand in this room. That's a good amount. But we need to get all of you to take it because it's a great, great experience. So next time you're stuck behind a slow-moving squad car and you start to feel impatient, remember that these tours are a highlight for our visitors, and these drivers take pride in showing them everything we have to offer. The Mount Airy Tourism Development Authority and Chamber of Commerce is honored and here to present the 2023 Excellent in Tourism Award to Mayberry Squad Car Tours and Mike Cocker.
Y'all should be the one getting the award. Well, they stole my thunder because I was going to talk about everybody riding behind a squad car and being late for their hairdo appointment or this kid's soccer game, but yeah, it's been an amazing ride for 20 years. And I spent the day today 6 hours underneath a Mayberry squad car working on it, and here I'm at Cross Creek eating lunch, eating dinner. So it's been an amazing experience, and I've told people many times, one of the very first things I did when I started my business, and the best thing I did when I started my business, was join the Chamber of Commerce. And you know, these ladies right here is a big part of it. You know, they send people to us every day, and it's been an amazing experience. And I just want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and the Visitor Center and the Arts Council and many businesses along Main Street that send, you know, people to us every day. And it's been an amazing ride, and I hope to continue. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, next up, Educator of the Year. So if I could get Ben Cook up here, please. This award is presented to an educator or administrator with outstanding achievement. The nominee should exemplify the highest standards of their profession and who, through their influence, past and present, on the lives of young people, has made significant contributions to their school and communities. Please welcome Ben Cook from Cook Rentals.
Thank you, John. Cook Rentals is a proud sponsor of the Educator Year Award. And I want you to take just a minute and think which award could have more impact on our community, our future, and our children than recognizing a person who helps mold our children into productive, conscientious, caring, and contributing members of our community. Can't think of a better way to acknowledge an educator. The person who nominated the winner said he isn't just a great teacher, he inspires students to do their best. So you have an educator who isn't just teaching the book, but inspiring students to do better. Other colleagues described the winner as dynamic, thoughtful, and prepared, with a focus on rigor in the classroom. And that's the main reason why all of his AP students recently scored a 3 or higher on their end-of-year exams. I'm proud to recognize the winner of the 2024 Chamber Educator of the Year Award, Mr. Brian Hayes from Mount Airy High School.
Everybody started asking me when I got here if I had a speech prepared, and I do not, so I apologize if I ramble. One of my colleagues said I'm always prepared, and I feel very unprepared right now. It's giving me a little anxiety, but addressing a group of 25 high school students is nothing compared to this. So, but thank yous are definitely needed. First and foremost, I want to thank my parents for inspiring me to become an educator. Both of them taught, and I saw the love and appreciation that their players and students had for them, and it kind of inspired me. I want to thank my beautiful wife for the love and support that she's always shown to me. She's blessed me with 2 beautiful boys, whom I look forward to teaching and helping grow up into becoming men. I'd like to thank Dr. Morrison and Mount Airy City Schools for giving me the opportunity to work with individuals in our community and to giving me the autonomy to do what I think is best in the classroom on a daily basis. That is a freedom that not all teachers have, to be able to do what they think is best for their kids. And Dr. Morrison and Mount Airy City Schools gives us that. So I'd like to thank all the principals I've had along the way, all the colleagues I've had, but most importantly, I'd like to thank all my students I've had, because they're the ones that put in the work. So, thank you.
All right, next up is the Young Professional of the Year. This is sponsored by the United Fund. Melissa. This award is presented to an individual under the age of 45. Man, I remember 45. That has illustrated outstanding leadership and active participation in the business community. This individual should show a commitment to the future of Surrey County. The nominee's contributions to the area must be documented to include leadership at the local level. So, is it just you?
No, I have somebody joining.
All right, so please welcome Melissa Hyatt, the Executive Director of the United Fund of Surrey, and Robin Beeson from the Children's Center. Here you go.
Gotta watch those nonprofit groups that sneak up on you. So last year, the United Fund of Surrey sponsored the Young Professionals Award, and sitting in this room, I had a recollection of something that I had not thought of in almost 20 years. And that was, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
Yeah.
These two girls showed up in this community about the same time to work in nonprofit. And at the time, we were extremely competitive with each other. But the one thing we've learned over the 20 years is that relationships make everything. And that's the mission of what all of us do in the nonprofit world. And that it is to put the time and the love and the commitment into the young professionals, because one day we want to go home.
It's about that time.
We didn't get nominated for this because we're too old. The individual that we're going to recognize tonight as the young professional has made his commitment to this community. He's made it to his church. He's made it to his family. He's made it not to my nonprofit, but not to Robin's nonprofit, but to multiple others. And then he has a full-time job. And he's an amazing father and husband. He is an amazing friend. And he is one of those people that is an example of what this community does when we all do what we get up and go to do every single day. And that is to pour what we know into other people to make our community a better place. So I had to share this time with Robin because we shared the past 20 years in becoming who we are. And we've both had a big part of becoming who we are. So I'm going to hand the mic to Robin and let her tell you who the Young Professional for 2023 is.
The only thing I'll add is on my walk over here, I thought of 20 other things this young professional does that he will never tell you, that he puts children and his community and his families first. So just walking over here, I could be here all night to tell you the things that he has done in a short time that I've known him. So we're very excited to announce that Riley Scales is a young professional of the year.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank everybody that has laid the foundation to get me to where I am today. I come from a blue-collar family, first-generation high school graduate, first-generation college graduate. I share my story a lot of times, and I shared this with a group of individuals, young middle school kids in Allegheny County, serving on the board at the Children's Center. Be the first at something. No matter what it is, be the first. I shared that I am the first high school graduate, high school college graduate, first to hold a professional career. And if it wasn't for the founders of the companies that I work for, these amazing ladies that are standing behind me that I get to serve with on several nonprofits, other nonprofit boards that I serve on, but most importantly, my lovely bride that supports every decision I make, allows me to make the sacrifices for our time together to help serve the community and make it a better place. I'm proud to live in Surrey County and am very honored to receive this award tonight.
All right, next up is the Ambassador of the Year. This is sponsored by the Mount Airy News. This award honors a member of the Chamber Ambassadors for his or her outstanding service and commitment. All right, that's pretty generic. That's the official description, so I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'd like to add that the ambassadors are the lifeblood of the Chamber. These are volunteers who spend time meeting with or calling our members to ensure that all of their needs are met and their problems are solved. They truly are an extension of the Chamber's staff and me in our community, and I'm very grateful for them. Please welcome Sandra Hurley. She's the regional publisher from the Mount Airy News.
Thank you, Chairman. And Christy, I know you work so much with the ambassadors and so proud of what you do with them as well. So absolutely. And this is just a wonderful room. Are you not excited to be sitting here with the people that we're talking to side by side at our tables, but across the room that makes up this wonderful place? And there are ambassadors throughout this room, which makes it even better. As Mount Airy News, I wanted to just do a little commercial for us. We signed a contract today that's going to mean 14 jobs here at our paper, and we're really excited about that. We do design work for our company, which is from the Keys in Florida all the way to Seattle, Washington. And I can't say the state that we're going to be doing work for 15 newspapers because they don't know that those jobs are going out of that state and coming here, but we're really excited about it. And we can talk about our community because of people like you and because of people like the ambassadors. It's like John said, that they're the ones behind the chamber doing a lot of the things. They're at ribbon cuttings, they're calling chamber members, they're checking on people. Maybe somebody hasn't been as active as they used to be. They're the ones checking on them. And so we are so fortunate to have ambassadors and such a strong chamber. But this year, this person was at most everything that was going on. She actually, you've heard her name a couple times already tonight because she is the chair for the Young Professionals group, the Foothills Young Professionals. And she's just a very nice person that likes to talk about the chamber. So I'm very excited to tell you that Audrey Castle from Mountain Valley is our ambassador of the year.
I'm very honored. When I graduated from App 7 years ago, I didn't know where I was going to call home, and very thrilled and proud to have found it here in Surrey County. It's where I met and married my husband, where I found a large group of people that loves me and cares about me, and I'm very honored for that, and I'm honored to be a part of an organization in Mountain Valley that invests in me and supports my ambition. So thank you very much for everybody that has taken me under their wing in Surrey County, welcomed me into their circle. I'm very proud and honored to be here. Thank you.
Small Business of the Year. This is sponsored by Hodges Real Estate. This is for a business rooted in community service, employee relations, environmental stewardship, innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, and has 24 or fewer employees. So please welcome Eric Hodges.
All right, how's everybody doing? Robbie, how'd you get front row?
Last one here.
Awesome. All right, let's see, envelope please. So let's see who the winner is here. I had John write my speech for me, so Calvin, sorry I won't be quite as long as you. Had to pick on Calvin. Is he still here? While we all know about the large businesses in town, the school system, the hospitals, the carport companies, the true fabric that keeps the town running are the small businesses. Nationwide, over 90% of Chamber of Commerce members are the small businesses. Let me put my glasses on. At Hodges Realty, we are proud to be one of those members. While the national chains are the ones with the biggest signs and the highest advertising budgets, the small businesses are the ones supporting your daughter's t-ball teams or your son's basketball teams. In this case, we're talking about a very involved local company who supports many of the chamber events, but also supports many, many others in the community with, let's say, a splash of pizzazz. Now I add my little bit. Have you ever watched ants? Ants scurrying around on the ground? That's what it's like if you go to this company and watch them work at Creative Designs, Flowers and Gifts. And I've been over there many times, especially Valentine's Day. I like to volunteer over there and help deliver flowers for them on Valentine's. And I'm like, how are y'all organized here? Because it's like organized chaos. It's like a beehive. And the queen bee is Dawn Lawson. So let's hear it for Creative Designs, Flowers and Gifts.
I need to wipe the tears first. I had no idea. We'll get a picture. Thank you. You don't catch me speechless very often. Give me a minute. Thanks, Eric, for sponsoring this. First, I want to say thank God. I've been blessed with 31 years in the flower business, and my husband will tell you we started on a whim. I walked in one day and said, I want to open a flower shop, and he went, really? What do you know about flowers? I was in the car business for 10 years and walked away and have never looked back. I've had the love and support of my family for many, many years. I am blessed to have my mother, who is 87, at my shop every day working. My sister, my husband, my daughter. We are 3 generations. We don't kill each other. We don't scream and holler, which is amazing to most people. I am honored tonight. I'd never thought about this being us. Kind of caught me off guard. So thank you all for being customers and supporting us. Most of you know my slogan is send flowers, send love, and we want to send love all over Surrey County. Thank you again.
All right, next up is our large business of the year. This is sponsored by the Hampton Inn. The nominee should be a business rooted in community service, employee relations, environmental stewardship, innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, and have 25 or more employees. Please welcome from the Hampton Inn, Lunice Lynch.
It's me again. Y'all missed me, didn't you? I know you did. Hampton Inn is the proud sponsor of the Large Business of the Year Award. We in our community are blessed to not only have many wonderful small businesses, but also to have numerous superb large businesses. These are the companies who have the means and the willingness to sponsor major events, become chamber champions, and basically do whatever it takes to help the chamber and the community. Between the 6 nominees that were received, the number of employees they represent is in the thousands. The income and taxes that they provide annually is in the multi-millions. On behalf of the Hampton Inn, I want to congratulate each of the nominees for their outstanding dedication to our community. It was a tough decision, but I am proud to announce that the winner of the Large Business of the Year is Surrey Yadkin Electric Membership Corporation. Yakin Electric is a cooperative, which means it is owned by its members. They call them members, not customers. As a cooperative, they live by 7 principles, and one of them is concern for community. Surrey Yakin certainly shows that with multiple events annually to support local causes and nonprofits. This past year, that would include, just to name a few, $19,000 to the Make-A-Wish, $19,000 to the Surrey County Veterans Council, $8,500 to Surrey Medical Ministries, and they support the Children's Center with hot meals and a scholarship to send local youth to a special week for cooperatives nationwide in Washington, D.C. Accepting this award tonight is Wendy Wood from Surrey Yakin Electric Membership Corporation.
I just want to say thank you to the ones who made the decision. I'm just one of 75 employees, and we have 3 high school interns through Surrey Yakin Works this semester as well. And our focus is on community. And when I joined just under 5 years ago, it meant a lot that I was going to a place that does so much for the community. They support us. The employees have their own community projects committee. And every year we choose different organizations that we're going to support through our golf tournament. This year we did a bingo for the first time in several years. And that's the money that went to Surrey Medical Ministries. We had over 200 people show up for bingo. And I want to thank all the businesses in here who helped sponsor those events for us and help us make that happen for the community. If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be able to do that alone. So thank y'all so much.
All right, next up is the Valor Award. Valor Award is sponsored by Luckstone, and they are not here tonight, so I will be presenting it. This award is a tribute celebrating the selfless acts of our area's first responders, police officers, and firefighters. The Valor Award is open to all public safety professionals and volunteers. Individuals selected for this award demonstrate courage and selflessness in their daily routine. Valor is defined as a great courage in the face of danger. Our first responders, public safety professionals, and volunteer fire and EMS personnel face that danger daily, and I wish that we could recognize all of them for their courage and their willingness to risk their safety to help others. How about a round of applause for all of our first responders, public safety professionals, and volunteers. Okay, so Jane Utt from Luckstone sent this to me and wanted me to read this to you. And after a few edits, here it is. If you would be so kind, I would like to tell you about a recent event that happened at our company, Luckstone, on November 27th, 2023. It was in the afternoon that I heard several of my direct reports talking, and they sounded anxious. I stepped out of my office to see if I could help, and one of our truck drivers said he was burning up. I went to get him some water, and he met me in the hall and wanted me to take his blood pressure. The reading was high, so I told him that he was sick and needed a doctor's attention, and I was going to take him now. He finally agreed to go. I rushed him to the vehicle. He got in. But before I got out of the parking lot, I felt a vice-like grip on my hand that was on the gear stick. I looked over and saw that he was experiencing either a heart attack or a stroke, and I started blowing the horn of the car to get some help from those inside the office. My dispatcher came out, and I yelled, "Call 911," and let them know that it's either a heart attack or stroke, and please come quick. Others within the office started the first responder action and got the AED. The person on the 911 call talked them through CPR and getting them onto the AED. They had been taught in the early class, but the calm, experienced voice on the phone made all the difference. The AED shocked Tony multiple times, and when the EMS arrived and went into action, I felt such a sense of relief. They worked on our associate for some time, got him to a stable condition to transport to the hospital. I watched all the people doing various jobs and moving and taking care of my friend. They were so calm and were very intent and in tune with one another, as to what the next move might be. He went down and stopped breathing more than once during this time. I know I will never forget this day or the people who worked tirelessly, and more importantly, the EMS team who saved his life. I've always known that they were great and selfless individuals to do this work. When someone you care about is in their hands, you truly realize their value and worth. I do not know if the individual receiving the award tonight was part of that team that came to our rescue that day, but it doesn't matter because they're all amazing and worthy of praise and honor. I can truly say with all my heart that as an employee of Luckstone and longtime friend of the individual who had the heart attack, it is our privilege and honor to sponsor this award. The heart attack victim that Jane was talking about is here tonight. Tony Marshall, please stand up and be recognized. So on behalf of the fine people of Luckstone and really our entire community, I'm proud to award the 2024 Valor Award to Corey Scaris.
So I'm truly honored and humbled to have this award. Sorry I'm a little under the weather, on the tail end of bronchitis. Up until we walked in the banquet hall tonight, I was under the impression that we were attending a Mount Airy City Schools banquet from my wife's work. Boy, was I shocked to realize that wasn't the case. So thank you guys to everybody who nominated me for this award. It's truly humbling. Thank you to God first and foremost for allowing me to be able to serve in the capacity that I do. Thanks to my family for all the times I've had to get up from the dinner table or spend long countless nights at work doing this. And thank you to you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, next up is the Duke Energy Citizen and Service Award. The Duke Energy Citizenship and Service Award recognizes the efforts of a person or group that demonstrates outstanding volunteerism and community service. It is a tribute to those who make a difference in the community by using time, talent, and compassion to positively impact the lives of others. Please welcome from Duke Energy, Jimmy Flythe, Director of the West Region Government and Community Relations.
Thank you, John. It is a pleasure tonight to present the Duke Energy Citizenship and Service Award. You know, we decided here in Mount Airy we present it to a nonprofit organization. Recipients of this award help to foster a culture of citizenship and service, acting as a catalyst to others to become involved in civic and social activities. It took John at his word, and I'm an engineer and a rule follower, so he said try to be brief. And I rewrote this several times trying to capture the essence of this nonprofit organization. They really do a lot, so I tried to be succinct but meaningful. This year's recipient is an organization whose focus is to spread kindness. It was started by the parents who tragically lost a child as a result of bullying. Its mission is to help educate others on the effects of bullying and prevent bullying-related suicide. One of their programs is a Kindness Rocks, where they provide paint and materials for schools to paint rocks with words of encouragement to be shared. They provide school education programs. They award scholarships to individuals who display extraordinary acts of kindness. Each year, they also sponsor a Kindness Day full of all sorts of fun activities. Please help me in congratulating this year's Duke Energy Citizenship and Service Award recipient, Vincent's legacy. Vincent's mom, Roxanne, is here to accept the award.
Speechless. It's
kind of where I am at the moment. I would like to thank not just everyone, but also our board that we have. Though my husband and I started this nonprofit in memory of our son, it is because of the community in which we live and the school system that we're able to keep his memory alive and to keep doing what we're doing. We have rocks in 44 states in 3 different countries. We hope to have all 50 states covered this year. We have several different organizations that we partner with and that I speak with to implement policy change and procedure and to give children a voice and to learn to self-advocate. I'd like to thank my husband who's here and Vincent's sister Lily that did not come tonight. But thank you so much. And I also want to just say something really fast to Corey Scares. It was well deserved, and he knows why I love him so much.
All right, we got one left. First, you've already seen and acknowledged Dr. Richards, but if I could have the rest of the past citizens of the year who are here, please stand up and be recognized. All right, last award, our Citizen of the Year, sponsored by Workforce Unlimited. This is the coup de grace. The Citizen of the Year should have clearly demonstrated leadership and hard work that has made Mount Airy, Surrey County a better place in which to live and work. Careers of nominees should be in the areas of business, industry, and public service, but are not limited to those career areas. Executives or employees of nonprofit organizations, elected officials, or candidates for elected office, and individuals who have previously held elected office are all eligible. That being said, we had so many nominees for this award that our executive board had a difficult time narrowing it down to 3, let alone the winner. As the president and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to congratulate all the nominees you have made. You all have helped make my new hometown an amazing place to live and work. Now please welcome our presenter, Ms. Tracy George, the Director of Business Development for Workforce United.
So since we're like an hour ahead of schedule, I'll pull out the long version, John.
You're going to take a lot longer than 5 minutes.
Great. And Lanice, you let me down. You didn't say teamwork makes the dream work. Can we say that? Let's go. Awesome. Well, thank y'all for allowing us to be a sponsor of this. It is absolutely an honor and a privilege to be here with you all. I want to thank Cross Creek staff. This was my first job when I was 14. I was the little bus girl running around here, so they do an amazing job. So give them a round of applause, Cross Creek. And to our awesome chamber, I love and adore our chamber staff, and to all of you for making this happen. So thank you guys. So I know most of you know our company was founded by Teresa Lewis in '87. So I'm going to give a little commercial about Workforce. And we are an Arivo Group company, and we have 4 divisions with 9 branches, and we are making placements across the United States. And I've been with the company since I started when I was 12. Started in '95, and I've just been, why are you laughing? That is not funny. So I'm honored to be here and in this room with all of you and the Citizens of the Year. Previously, you guys are awesome, and I'm just excited to get to the punchline. So in my opinion, this is the most prestigious award that we give here in our community. We've been presenting this award since 1962, so over the past 50 years, the list of winners truly represents some of the top business and community leaders here. All right, so the moment we've been waiting for. So there were some words that surfaced, so I'm going to read the nomination that was submitted to the chamber, but some words that kind of surfaced throughout the nomination. Dedicated, philanthropy, I love that word, I cannot say that word, mentor, volunteer, visionary, support, and servant's heart. The recipient is dedicated to helping the underserved receive comprehensive primary medical care, and by doing so are improving the lives of many citizens of the greater Mount Airy. Working to expand and improve the services provided by the agency, the recipient's efforts impact total economic development in this area by keeping a significant number of individuals healthy and in the local workforce. Described as the soul of the agency, they began volunteering in 2003, and after retirement began dedicating their services on a full-time basis as the medical director for the agency. Not only do they see patients, they are instrumental in communicating the need for the rural care and serves as a community liaison and with medical professionals in the community. The recipient is fully committed to providing the infrastructure necessary to sustain vital, innovative health care to an underserved rural population. They do all this on a volunteer basis, okay? They are serving by example alongside their employees. The recipient is the heart of the agency. And through grants and community support, the recipient has facilitated the expansion of services from acute care to continuous primary care, emergency dental services, diabetes education and support, physical therapy, prevent blindness retinal screening, behavioral health support services, bilingual support, and transportation services. The recipient serves as the executive director of the agency on a full-time volunteer basis, and removing barriers to care is a central focus for their work. They led a successful capital campaign and raised a lot of money to move the agency into an appropriate facility. I know y'all want me to say who it is and where it is and what's the name of the agency. Not yet. Hold tight. The agency has received multiple grants leading to improved services for the community. As evidenced by the grant funded secured, the recipient continually monitors and shares data regularly, uses its program planning and decision making. The recipient is instrumental in linking other agencies to assist in removing barriers and providing resources for rural residents. Also committed to providing quality health care for the underserved in the greater Surrey County. Now I want to read you some comments from some folks here in the community. Kathy Stevens, local business owner of Acme Stone, replied, "They are champions for the underserved in our community. Truly visionaries, no obstacle is too great for them to overcome. When they have a plan, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, they make it come to fruition. I have been privileged to be a witness to their services at Surrey Medical Ministries." Robin Testerman Beeson of the Children's Center says, "Dr. Dave Dixon and Nancy are two of the most selfless individuals I have ever met. They began without hesitation and worked tirelessly to ensure the underserved have access to quality health care and resources. Everything they do is done with compassion and grace." And then Jim York, "When I started volunteer at Surrey Medical Ministries more than 2 years ago, I quickly answered the question that many people in town had asked themselves over the years. What is going on with that mass of people waiting outside the non-threatening building of Tuesday nights in any type of weather? Then I met Nancy and Dr. David Dixon, and the question was answered. Yes, the crowd was looking for no-cost medical and dental care for a non-served segment of our community. They were also looking for compassion and understanding and love that all the clients and their families receive from the Dixons and their dedicated staff. The Dixons have been involved, dedicated, respected members of the Surrey County community for more than 25 years. Most of the people who are engaged in contributing in Mount Airy are quite aware of the many contributions they have made and continue to make for the health and well-being of the people in our community. They lead by example and model the definition of a servant's heart. I want everybody to get on your feet, get those hands a-clapping, and it is my personal honor to announce the dynamic duo, Dr. Dave and Nancy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's not a whole lot of other people in this room that those things can't be said about too. Because I'm looking at some volunteers here who put a lot of time here. And we couldn't do this without them. And so I think that to say that we did all this is a little bit of a, an exaggeration, because this place was built on volunteers. And we are well aware of that. And I'm looking at volunteers here. And you are the lifeblood of this place, as well as our patients. They are the lifeblood of this place, and they inspire us to do what we do, because that's what makes Mount Airy great. But thank you for recognizing what the clinic means to this community. It's not us, it's what the clinic means.
We are the ones that should apologize to you guys for not being there the other night. But gosh, what a wonderful turnout. Look at y'all, it's amazing. And I'm so happy and proud that you get to come here and see the clinic and meet some of our wonderful staff and volunteers. We still are proud to say that it is a ministry. And that's something that has been with us from the start. We're certainly very grateful and humbled by this. We are so grateful to the Chamber. Thank you so much. We're so grateful to the beautiful people of Mount Airy. We still think it's the best place in the world to be. So thank y'all very much.
Dave served our football team, and he did it with that calm, classic artist way about him. And you guys make everybody around you better. And so you have brought all of that to this now, and look at where we are. So thank you from and for the city of Mount Airy.